Revision of algebra. Variables, as the name suggests, something that keeps varying. Its value is not fixed. It is represented by the letters of English alphabets like A, B, C, D, and so on. If you have something fixed, then that is called as constant. For example, the number of vertices in a quadrilateral, that is fixed, it is 4. A number of angles of a triangle, that is fixed, that is 3. So like that. Now let us take this question. Find the rule which gives the number of matchsticks required to make the following matchstick pattern. Use a variable to write the rule. So first let us write down the pattern using the letter V. 1V, here 2 V's, here there are 3 V's, here there are 4 V's. So when 1 V is there, number of matchsticks required is 2. When there are 2 V's, number of matchsticks required is 4. When there are 3 V's, the matchstick required is 6. When there are 4 V's, matchstick required is 8. So you see, this is double of this. The number of matchstick is double of the number of V's. So what is the rule? If X is the number of V's, then number of matchsticks required is twice the number of V's. So it is 2X, where X is the number of V's. So if it is 5 V's, then number of matchsticks is 2 into 5, that is 10. A pattern of letter U. So let us first write down the pattern for letter U. 1 U, 2 U's, 3 U's, 4 U's. So when there is 1 U, matchstick required is 3. When there are 2 U's, matchstick required is 3 plus 3, 6. When there are 3 U's, the matchstick required is 3 plus 3 plus 3, 9. When there are 4 U's, matchstick is 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, 12. So if you assume Y to be the number of U's, the number of matchstick required is 3Y. Because you can see it is 3 times the number of U's. When this is 1, this is 3. When this is 2, this is 2 into 3, 6. When this is 3, 3 into 3 is 9. When this is 4, 4 into 3 is 12. So what is the rule? 3Y, where Y is the number of U's and 3Y is the number of matchsticks. Now let us take this question. If there are 50 mangoes in a box, how will you write the total number of mangoes in terms of the number of boxes? So you have to assume a variable here. Variable for number of boxes. So let us write that. Let the number of boxes be B. So in one box, you have 50 mangoes. In 2 boxes, 50 plus 50, 100. In 3 boxes, 150. 50, 3 times. 50, 2 times. 50, 1 time. So if, like that, if there are B boxes, then how many mangoes are there? 50 B, because this is 50 into 1. 50 into, there are 2 boxes, 2. When there are 3 boxes, 50 into 3. So if there are B boxes, 50 into B. So how many mangoes are there in B boxes? Number of mangoes is equals to 50B, where B is the number of boxes. Now let us take this question. Leela is Radha's younger sister. Leela is 4 years younger than Radha. Can you write Leela's age in terms of Radha's age? So Leela is younger than Radha. How much younger? 4 years younger. Suppose if your present is say 10. 4 years ago, how much was your age? You have to subtract 4. So that is 6 years. Similarly here, Leela is Radha's younger sister. So if you assume here they have write Leela's age in terms of Radha's age. So you can choose Radha's age to be X. Let X be Radha's age. So what is Leela's age? Leela is 4 years younger than Radha. Therefore, Leela's age is 4 years less than this. So that is X minus 4 years. Now let us do this question. Given a matchstick pattern, find the general rule that gives the number of matchsticks in terms of the number of triangles. So when there is one triangle, how many matchsticks are there? 1, 2, 3 matchsticks. When there are two triangles, then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 matchsticks. When there are three triangles, then till here it is 5, 6, 7. 7 matchsticks. When there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 triangles, till here it was 7, 8, 9. So what is the relation? When this is 1, this is 3, this is 2, this is 5, this is 3, this is 7. So this is 1 more than 2 times of number of triangles. So the rule here is if n is the number of triangles, then the number of matchsticks is 2n plus 1. N is the number of triangles. The number of matchsticks is 2n plus 1. Use of variables in common rules. Variables are used in geometry. One such formula is perimeter of a square. So what is the perimeter of a square formula? Perimeter is 4 into L, where L is the length of a side of a square. So if the length is say 1, okay, then the perimeter is 4. If the length of the side is 2, then the perimeter is 8, 4 into 2. If the length of the side is 3, then perimeter is 4 into 3 is 12. So you can see the variable L is taking different values 1, 2, 3. That is what the definition of a variable is. It can take different values. Its value is not fixed. So this is one use of variable. Here it is also used in the perimeter of a rectangle. What is the perimeter of a rectangle formula? Perimeter is twice of length plus twice of breadth. So here there are two variables, length and breadth, and they can take any values. Their values are not dependent on each other. So for example, what is the perimeter of a rectangle whose length is 3 and breadth is 2? So 3 into 2 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. So the perimeter is 10. Let us take one more value here. Perimeter of a square rectangle whose length is say 5 and breadth is say 3. So 5 into 2 is 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. So you can see the variable L or the length, here the variables I have taken value as 3 and 5, and for breadth values I have taken 2 and 3. So the variable definition is it can take up different values. So both L and B, they can take any value. Accordingly, the perimeter is calculated. So this is one more use of variable in geometry. Rules from arithmetic. So variables are used in arithmetic as well. For example, the commutative property of addition of two numbers. So it can be any two numbers, say A and B are two numbers. A plus B is equals to B plus A. This is the commutative property of addition of two numbers. That is, if you add 2 plus 3, it is same as 3 plus 2. Both the side it is 5. A is 2 here, B is 3 here. If I take the value of A as 6 and B as 10, then 10 plus 6. So you can see 16 and 16 both sides. So like this, you can replace A and B with any values here. Now commutative property of multiplication of two numbers. Commutative property where A and B are two variables here. So A into B is equals to B into A. So this is the commutative property. If I take the value of A as 2, B as 3, so that means 2 into 3 is equals to 3 into 2. That is 6 and 6 both the sides. I can now take the value of 5, A as say 5 and B as 6. So 5 into 6 is equals to 6 into 5. So both sides 30 equals to 30. So A and B are the variables here. They can take any values. Associative property of addition of numbers. So if A, B and C are three variables, then what is the associative property here? You can add A and B first, then the result you can add it to C. So that will also be equals to, you can add B and C first, then the result you can add it to A. If you take A as 1, B as 2, C as 3, so if I put it here, A as 1, so 1 plus 2 is 3. And here it is 3. Because 3, and here B and C, this is 2 and 3, so 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. So both the sides, it is 6. Here also you got 3 plus 3, that is 6. And this side also you also got it as 6. Similarly, you can take, now let us put the value of A, say as 2, B as 3 and C is equals to say 4. So here first you have to add A plus B. So 2 plus 3 is 5 and you have to add the result to C. C is 4. So 5 plus 4 is 9. Here first you have to add B plus C. B plus C is 4 plus 3 is 7 and that you have to add it to A. How much is A? 2. So 7 plus 2 is also 9 and 5 plus 4 is 9. Distributive property of multiplication over addition. Here if A, B and C are three variables, then distributive property of multiplication over addition is A into B is equals, in brackets, B plus C is equals to A into B and then plus A into C. So here A, B and C are three variables and this is called distributive property of multiplication over addition. Now let us take this question. A cube is a three-dimensional figure. It has six faces and all of them are identical squares. The length of an edge of a cube is given by L. Find a formula for the total length of the edge of a cube. So a cube is a three-dimensional figure, means it has got length, breadth and height. It has six faces and all of them are identical squares. So there are six faces of a cube. Front and behind, top and bottom and both in the sides. So there are six faces and each face is a square. It says the length of the edge of a cube is given by L. So how much is the length of the edge of the cube? Here it is L. So length is also L, breadth is also L, height is also L. Find the formula for the total length of the edge of the cube. How much is the total length for the edge? So here how many edges are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 at the bottom, 4 at the top and 4 like this. So 4 plus 4 plus 4, 12. So how much is the total length of the edge of the cube? So total length, the length of one edge is L. So how many edges are there? 12. So how much is the total length? 12 into L. So that is called as 12L. Expressions with variables. Before we discuss expressions with variables, let us quickly recall what are expressions with numbers. So if I'll give you for example 2 plus 3 into 6 plus 9, this is an expression with numbers only. Like these numbers here also, they are called as expression with numbers only. Now expressions with variables, you can have variables also instead of all the numbers. For example 2x plus 3 This is an expression with variable x. Here 2 is multiplied to x, then it is added to 3. So how are expressions formed? This is an expression. Expression is formed with the help of constant, variable and arithmetic operators. Here plus is an arithmetic operator, multiplication is an arithmetic operator. I can give you 2 divided by 3 into y minus 6. So here I have used division and subtraction as the arithmetic operator, and the variable is y. Constant here is 6. So this is also an expression with variable. Now let us take these questions. So here give the expression for the following. So let us give the expression 7 subtracted from p. So 7 subtracted from p. Minus p divided by 5. Minus p divided by 5. 5 times y. This is 5 times y, to which 3 is added. So all these are expressions. Here the variable p, you are subtracting 7. We have used the operator subtraction. Here the operation is division. Here multiplication and addition. And the variable is y. Using expressions practically. Take Sarita's present age to be y years. What will be her age 5 years from now? Suppose if Sarita's age presently is 10 years. 5 years from now means 5 years later. So 15, 10 plus 5. So now here it is not 10, it is y years. So what will be her age 5 years from now? That is y plus 5. You need to add 5 in the present age. What was her age 3 years back? Means you have to subtract. Because suppose if her present age is 10 years, 3 years ago means 7 years. So what did you do? 10 minus 3. Similarly here, what was her age 3 years back? Presently her age is y years. So 3 years back is y minus 3. Sarita's grandfather is 6 times her age. What is her age? Y years. 6 times means 6y. So what is the age of her grandfather? 6y. Because grandfather is 6 times her age. What is her age? Y. So grandfather is 6 times her age. So 6 into y, that is 6y. Grandmother's Grandmother is 2 years younger than grandfather. So this is grandfather's age. So what is her grandmother's age? 2 years younger means you have to subtract. So it is 6y minus 2 is her grandmother's age. Sarita's father's age is 5 more than 3 times Sarita's age. What is 3 times Sarita's age? Sarita's age is y. So 3 times Sarita's age is 3y. Sarita's father's age is 5 years more. 5 years more than 3 times Sarita's age. So 5 more than 3 times Sarita's age. So it is 3y plus 5. Now, a rectangular box has a height 8 centimeter. Its length is 5 times the height and breadth is 10 centimeter less than the length. Express the length and the breadth of the box in terms of the height. So you have to express length and breadth both in terms of height. How much is the height? H. So length, what does it say? Its length is 5 times the edge. 5 times the edge. That is 5 into h. That is nothing but 5h. And breadth is 10 centimeters less than the length. Breadth is 10 centimeter less because both you have to express in terms of height. So instead of writing L minus 10, you can write down 5h minus 10 because 10 centimeter less than the length. So this is 10 centimeter less than the length. Length is 5h. You can see that. So both are expressed in terms of height. Length is 5h and breadth is 5h minus 10. Unit is centimeters. Now let us take this question. A bus travels at V km per hour. It is going from Daspur to Bispur. After the bus has traveled 5 hours, Bispur is still 20 kilometers away. What is the distance from Daspur to Bispur? Express it using V. So bus is traveling at the speed of V kilometers per hour and it is going from Daspur to Bispur. So I am representing Daspur with D and Bispur with B. So it travels for 5 hours. So in 5 hours, suppose the bus has traveled this much distance. Still, it has to cover 20 kilometers to reach Bispur. So it is asking how far is Bispur from Daspur. So from here till here the distance is known to you, that is 20 kilometers. You need to find out the distance from here to here, that is how much distance the bus has travelled in 5 hours. So there is a formula to calculate the distance. The distance formula is speed into time. And how much is the speed? It travels at V kilometer per hour. So that is your speed is V. In how much time it has covered the distance? 5 hours. So what is the distance? 5 into V is 5V. And the total distance is 5V plus 20. So in 5 hours it covers 5V distance and the rest is 20 kilometers. So total distance the bus has to cover from Daspur to Bispur is 5V plus 20 kilometers. So that is the total distance the bus has to cover from Daspur to Bispur. The condition was express it using V. So we have expressed it using V. 5 times V plus 20. So that is the total distance from Daspur to Bispur. Let us now discuss equation. An equation is a condition on the variable. It is satisfied only for a definite value of the variable. So an equation, it is a condition on the variable. So let us write down one condition. 2 times x plus 1 is equals to say 0. So this is the condition on the variable x. 2 times x added to 1 gives 0. So a equation has got expression on this side and here it can be a constant or it can be expression as well. A equation must have a equals to sign. So now let us take this question. State which of the following are equations. Give reasons for your answer. Identify the variable from the equations with a variable. So let us take this one. 17 equals to x plus 17. So it is a condition on the variable x. It has got a equals to sign. So this side it is an expression and this side is a constant 17. So this is the equation on the variable x. Now let us take this question. T minus 7 is greater than 5. There is a condition on the variable t, but there is no equals to sign present here. So this is not an equation. Here there is no condition on the variable, only the numbers are there. So this is also not an equation. 7 minus n equals to 5. So it is a condition on the variable n. Here this side you have got an expression and this side you have got 5 and it has got a equals to sign. So this is an equation. Solve the following riddles. For each day of the week, make an up count from mean. If you make no mistake, you will get 23. So how many days are there in a week? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. So make an up count from mean. So if you assume mean to be x. So for Sunday, one more. So x plus 1. For Monday, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4, x plus 5, x plus 6, x plus 7. So if you keep increasing 1, Saturday will have x plus 7. So if you make no mistake, you will get 23. So if you make no mistake, you will get means equals to 23. Now let us take it again. For each day of the week, that is Sunday to Saturday, make an up count from me. Me you have assumed to be x. Up count means you have to keep on adding 1. If you make no mistake, that means when you reach till Saturday, it is x plus 7. You will get means equals to 23. Now let us take this question. I am a special number. Take away from me a 6. A whole cricket team you will still be able to fix. So I am a special number. Let us assume that special number to be y. It says take away from me a 6. From y you have to take away 6. A whole cricket team you will be able to fix. That means that is equals to 11. There are 11 players in a cricket team. So the equation framed is y minus 6 is equals to 11. Now let us discuss solution. The value of the variable that satisfies the equation is called as the solution of the equation. Let us take one equation here. Say x plus 2 equals to 5. So what is that value of the variable here? You can put so that equation is satisfied. You can clearly see 3. 3 plus 2 gives you 5. So x equals to 3 is the solution for this equation. Now let us take this question. Pick out the solution from the values given in the brackets next to each equation. So you need to find out of these values which is the solution for this equation. So let us put on left hand side, this is the left hand side of the equation and this is called the right hand side. So on the left hand side you have p minus 5. So what is the value of p you have to put here? 0. 0 minus 5 is minus 5. On right hand side you have 5. So this is not equals to right hand side. So it is not the solution of the equation. Now let us see for p equals to 10. So on left hand side you have p minus 5. So 10 minus 5 gives you 5. So that is equals to right hand side. So this is at p equals to 10, the equation is satisfied. So p equals to 10 is the solution of the equations. So p equals to 10 is the solution of the equation. Now let us take p equals to 5. So if you put here p equals to 5 on left hand side, let us write down the expression on left hand side, that is p minus 5. So they have told you to put p as 5. So 5 minus 5 is equals to 0. So it is not equals to right hand side, that is equals to 5. So this is also not the solution of the equation. For p equals to minus 5, so on left hand side you have p minus 5. So value of p they have told you to take it as minus 5 and here this is minus 5. So minus 5 is minus 10 and on right hand side you have got 5. So it is not equals to 5. So p equals to minus 5 is not the solution of the equation p minus 5 equals to 5. So you found out p equals to 10 is the solution of this equation. Now let us take one more equation here. Q by 2 equals to 7. So let us put the values one by one. So if here you put the first value, left hand side you have Q by 2. So if you put Q as 7, 7 by 2 is it equals to 7? No. So it is not the solution of the equation. On left hand side you have Q by 2. Now let us put Q is equals to 2. Here we have put Q equals to 7. Here we are putting Q is equals to 2. We are checking for this one. So if you put Q equals to 2, 2 by 2 is equals to 1. So that is also not equals to 7. Now let us do for the 10th one. Q equals to 10. So left hand side you have got Q by 2 and Q is 10. So 10 by 2 is equals to 5. It is still not equals to 7. So this is also not the solution of this equation. Now you have to put Q is equals to 14. So So on left hand side, you have got q by 2. So q is equals to 40 upon 2, that is equals to 7. So this is equals to right hand side. So q equals to 14 is the solution of the equation. Now let us discuss trial and error method. It is one of those methods using which you can get the solution of the equation. So let us take this question. Solve x plus 3 equals to 10. So what should be added to 3 that you get 10? That is 7. So x equals to 7 is called as the solution of the equation. We have made a guess here. See, 7 plus 3 is equals to 10. Now let us take this question. X minus 4 equals to 7. So 10 minus 4 gives you 6. So 11 minus 4 will give you 7. So here x equals to 11 is called as the solution of this equation. So we have given some trials to find out the solution of this equation. So this method is called trial and error method. A systematic way of solving an equation. You will learn it next year.